Today's the 3rd of November, 2022. I think there comes a point where you just get sick and tired of being sick and tired, being in the same spot, being the same person, same place, all the time. It will take a long time for you to actually come to that realization. But once you do, unfortunately, a lot of time has passed and you've wasted a lot of time also. You missed a lot of opportunities. But there's no point of dwelling in the past because you can never get them back. We can always make new ones. That's what I'm trying to achieve because I know there's so many people out there also in the same journey as I am, or same struggles as I've been enduring for 5 years now. I've suffered through obesity for 5 years, and it's just a constant battle that I just keep on stumbling upon. And the worst thing about it is that you get comfortable in the journey. You get comfortable in being uncomfortable, and you don't really even see it anymore until you look in the mirror and you see a completely different person who's suffered and struggled for a long time. So I want to also help others go on the journey together, because a lot of the times we know where to go. It's just that we don't want to go there alone. And being together or having someone to go or take that journey with, walk that path, helps a lot. And if that means that I can help and lead others to where they need to also be in their own life, then I'll be glad to help. A lot of people are in pain, broken. We're all broken. That's why we just gotta help each other, fix each other with humility and grace. That's what I hope to achieve. Even just to inspire that man, that woman, that kid, that child, wherever it may be, Africa, Asia, Europe, the struggle is the same. So the healing process is also the same. This month, I'm going to try my best after years and years of failure. I've tried to lose weight, and I've been obese for 5 years now. What started off as a weekend treat ended up in a 5 years binge eating. And not really proud of it, but we do fall. But with every fall, we must always rise. And before we start, I just want to share this verse. It's my favorite verse. It's helped me throughout my life. And it's Philippians 4:13. I can do all things through Christ which strengthens me. And keep that always in your heart. Hello everyone. I'm different now. I've lost a lot of weight now. 8 weeks in, 18 kilograms down. I'm now around 74, 75, mid 70s, and we're smashing it. I've lost so much weight now. But saying I'm really proud. Mentally, I'm so much happier, so much more satisfied with my weight, myself, and living life happier, as you can see with my smile. I feel so much better. The journey's been really hard, but worth it. Every day has been a new day. Every time I look in the mirror, I see a new man, a new person. That's what brings me so much joy and happiness. Every time I come out the shower, I feel there's a little bit less weight. I'm discovering more and more of myself every single step of the way, every day that goes on. More disciplined, mentally fortified, and I am more spiritually bounded to a purpose. I feel more purposeful in my daily living. And those days of just darkness and not having anything to do or not knowing what to do is slowly fading away. And everything is for a reason. Everything has a purpose. And I feel so much more focused now in life. And I feel like there's somewhere to go, you know? And I feel like the road that was in, that was a dead end at one point, is now slowly opening up. And new opportunities are slowly coming. I thought it was a dead end, but I didn't know bridges could be built, you know? And that's what I feel like. I feel like I'm building something out of nothing. And it feels great. There is a light at the end of the tunnel, and I'm seeing it. Slowly but surely, I'm coming to it. And we keep on going, and I'll see you in the end. I know I'll make it.
You must carry the burdens and the challenges that you face, because ultimately they are for you, not for others to face. Or you can get help from others, but you must attend to them yourself. You must struggle with them yourself. They are your challenges, challenges that makes you grow, and you specifically, and you alone. Therefore, you must face them with courage. You must be strong, wise in the midst of the battles. Whatever life throws at you, they're your challenges. They're there to shape you. It's about having your own responsibilities. It's about taking action and taking your lot in this world and taking care of it. Some things are just better off done yourself. You can't give things to others and keep putting it in their hands. You can't put your whole life in other people's hands and expect it to be entirely yours, or get mad when things don't go your way. Because at the end of the day, people don't have as much interest or vested passion towards whatever it is that you put in their hands as much as you would, because it's your own life. Don't think that other people will care more about yourself to benefit you than you would yourself. Because at the end of the day, everyone's here for their own survival. We all have our own responsibilities, and we must take care of them meticulously and dutifully. Always try to be responsible for your own actions. What other people do, that's up to them. But as much as it concerns you, you must always, always attain the highest work, the highest duty to the best of your ability. Don't put it on anyone else's shoulders. And if you fail, you fail. If you succeed, then you succeed. But without you first doing it, it becomes impossible for others to see, to be inspired, and to hope for greater things.
Pleasure is the experiences we have and gain through life. Buying things, eating things, new experiences. So these are more dopamine based. Why? Because it rewards you. Something not within, but it's already out there, which you grasp, hold on, hoard, which brings you happiness. And happiness, just quickly, is our positive emotions, our fulfilled feelings. We attain happiness in pleasure by getting more things, experiencing more. So when we get a new car, that's pleasurable. These are the things that gives us great pleasure. When we buy new clothes, when we get likes on a new post that we upload, views, all of these things gives us pleasure. The things we eat. So it's everything external, things that from out there, from the world, from life, that we put into us. So that's pleasure for you. And it's nice to experience these things. But the main important thing which gets us caught up in pleasure is that we become addicted to it. Because if you get addicted to pleasure, you become a slave to your intuitions, slave to your feelings. You therefore can't control yourself. You don't have freedom to do anything else because you want more and more and more. And that's when greed sits in. Greed makes you want more and a little bit more of that, a little bit more of this. And then eventually you lose yourself because you're filled with everything outside and external, and you have nothing for yourself. And you can't even be yourself anymore. Why? Because your identity has been lost to the pleasures of the outside world. You can't even be happy driving because you may not be driving the newest model of a Tesla or the newest model of a Mercedes. You have to attain the highest things. And the problem with that is that it's okay if you can afford it. It's okay if you can maintain it. But oftentimes, these lifestyles, they're unsustainable. And if you keep pushing yourself to the limits, even beyond that which you can carry and hold, and then you will break. And once you're broken, that's when we start crumbling down. That's when our life starts breaking down and falling apart. Pleasure is short-term happiness, whereas peace is long-term happiness. It's a happiness which you will experience for longer, throughout your whole life. Whereas pleasure, it's fast food, quick and easy, something which you can just use now and then it'll be gone later. But whereas peace, it may take longer to attain, but once you have it, you'll have it for a longer period, or it will be with you for
throughout your whole life, and no one can take away your peace. Whereas pleasure, people can take away. Let's say I go wake up in the morning, and I've done this before. This is what I used to do. My lifestyle was, it's really bad. But I would have leftover pizzas, for instance. A large pizza, breakfast, straight thing, I'll just eat it. Just a large pizza in the morning. And yeah, that gives me instant gratification and satisfaction. But after an hour, or even after a couple of minutes after eating that, I feel so bad for myself. And I just don't feel good about myself anymore. Now we have to listen to the things our body says and our mind thinks, because sometimes we may be lost and sometimes we justify our actions even if they're wrong. So you have to listen to yourself. How do you feel? Do you feel good? Do you feel bad? Pleasure is just a distraction to your peace, to your purpose. Don't lose that. Don't lose your main goal for the little nibbles of life, for the crumbs that is in the plate of your destiny. Don't settle for less. You're worth more than everything you could possibly imagine. Find peace and you will find yourself. Everyone's got their own insecurities. Everyone feels a certain way about them. They may be beautiful outside, but they feel ugly within. Don't envision yourself the way others see you, because sometimes people have different eyes, and the beauty of one can only be determined in the eyes. So don't ever put yourself down just by the opinion of others. Always give yourself respect. Always maintain that dignity within yourself. No matter what anyone says, or no matter how people view you, always look at yourself with respect and dignity, and always act that way. Be that way. In that way, you'll always be beautiful. A face is just a face. A body is just a body. It has nothing to do with you as a person. So don't ever let that hold you down. If other people judge you based on your looks, if they judge you, condemn you, and criticize you just because you're ugly, then that's on them, not on you. You don't have to view yourself as ugly. If that's the way they see you, that's on them. That's the way their mind works. But your mind don't have to work that way. You can always look at yourself as something that is beautiful. Because the truth is, everything that is beautiful is in the mind. What we think that is beautiful becomes beautiful. And that's the power of the mind. So change your mindset and you'll change your perspective and the way you see yourself. But for people to judge you based on your looks and physical appearance, it's just pure hatred. To judge you based on the things you can't change, that's pure hatred. And not on you, but on them. They hate others because they hate themselves. Because they can't bear to face the ugliness within. Because they may be pretty outside, but in reality, they're hideous inside. And the outside, you can fake it. But the inside, you can't fake that. You can't lie to that. To the person within, to who we are within, you can't lie to that. They know. And that's why they're so insecure. Because they know deep within, they're ugly. Deep within, they're hideous. They're monstrous. And they want to hide that monster away from everyone. That's why they do everything to deflect the ugliness to others. And they make you seem ugly, even though you're the one with a beautiful soul. Because our faces, they're just our avatars. Our body, they're just our skin. They're our costume. Think of it like a game. But deep within, you'll never really truly know if that character is good or bad until you look inside. But as long as you remain beautiful within, that's the only thing that matters. And people will always gravitate towards that. Because that's the true beauty. No one can take that away. Faces fade. We get old, get wrinkly. Bodies, they get fat, out of shape. But that thing within, that character, that's our true beauty. Because that's the thing that never fades. When the flood comes, the only people that will drown are those that are stuck down. So be free from everything. So that when the flood rises, you will float and you will rise with it. Rise and rise until lambs become lions. Face the challenges and they will reveal who you are. I've been through a lot this year. A lot of pain, a lot of struggle, many challenges. And every single one of them I've overcome. But not on my own. With God by my side. He was the one that carried me through all throughout those times. And there were times where I was really down and I said, God, I can't take this. I can't do this. Like, I don't know where to go. I don't know how I can keep on going. And in those times where I didn't have the strength to move forward and keep going, He was the one that carried me through. There were dark days where I would just pray. I would wake up in the morning to go to work and I just said, like, God, I'm so tired. I'm so weak. And I just prayed. And I just said, please carry me through. And He did. And I made it to the end of the year. It's not an experience that I can show to you, but it's an experience that I've lived through. And that's my testimony. Even though I may not be kind to him a lot of the times, and even though I've given up on him a lot of the times, he's never given up on me. He's always stood by my side. The pain that you've been feeling can't compare to the joy that is coming. So I pray that God will always keep me steadfast and humble in whatever it is that may come my way. Remember, things and people can only hurt you if you let them in. So forget them, leave everything behind and enjoy your life. You deserve happiness, you deserve a second chance, you deserve forgiveness. Not even for them, just for yourself, so that you can move on. You deserve that. You deserve to be happy. And you will be, as long as you forgive and you forget about it. In the pursuit of your dreams and in chasing your dreams, there's going to be disappointments and setbacks. There's going to be plenty of that. It's going to be riddled with that, alongside the failures. But you just have to keep on going, keep pushing, and remaining steadfast in times where you're really down, lifting your spirit up, and keep working towards it. It ain't always going to be bad days. Eventually, your time will come, and eventually, good times will come to fruition. But it won't happen until you keep on persevering.